What's up, peoples? Early in the AM, around about 5 o'clock. Let me ask you something. What type of sensation is an orgasm? What type of sensation is an orgasm? um, what if I tell you, let me tell you, let me share something with you. Imagine you walking with your friend and you see a squirrel. It looked like it just died. It was still thick, the fur on him. It was on it. It was healthy. You see, it looked like it just died or got knocked out. Well, when I was walking, I didn't know either or. I didn't know nothing. I just saw a squirrel that looks dead. And so well, the something that was in me that made me touch that little motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Normally I wouldn't touch him, you see. But something made me touch it. This was like in 2002 up in Beach Terrace Projects. And so I reached down and I touched the squirrel. And it flinched his shoulders. And it rose his head up, looked back, and cut the fuck out. You see? Now, I don't know its previous activities. I have no idea. But what I know and what I experience is my finger touching this motherfucker, this index, touching this squirrel. And it just, like, I'm alive, motherfucker. You see him? And he raised his head and, and he cut out. Listen, the sensation that I had when I saw it do that and me thinking that it's a dead squirrel first, you see, or it got knocked out, or it was unconscious, whatever. Me thinking it's dead and me touching it and it come back alive, all that contribute to the sensation that I felt when I touched the squirrel. The sensation of that, it felt just like an orgasm. Yeah, an orgasm, or what they call this a kundalini and all this other type of shit. Listen, it was close to euphoric. Put it like that. It was close to euphoric. Matter of fact, it was. You see, because the senses in me was low. They were low, and it rose up my back, and it pushed me back. You see what I'm saying? It rose up on my back, and it pushed me back. You see what I'm saying? Like I was busting a nut up here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was having, like my orgasm was rising up from my crown going up. You see? That's what it felt like. Some type of energy. You see that I was experiencing. It was a sensation. That sensation. You see? Maybe I'm using the wrong word, but just imagine if you practice that. What if you had the ability to not fear the actions that could bring on something like that? What if you didn't have no fear of that? What if you knew that in your head and in your mind and in your soul and spirit, what if you knew concrete that you had a special divinity? You see, that you was a special kind of being. You see, that you get orders from the sun. You see, you know, some type of radio waves. You see, some type of radio waves. And they leave prints. They leave prints in your either your DNA or something, whatever's something that's connected to your mind. I don't know. But they leave prints. And these prints are read by something that's alive inside of your ass. You know what I'm saying? And here you are with a superior thought. You know, oh, let me touch this squirrel over here. You know, it look like it's dead. And, you know, you don't think nothing of it. You just go bend down and you touch the motherfucker. And it gets up and it cuts out. You see? And like I said, I don't know anything about its previous activity, or could it just been knocked out? You see? Because you see a lot of little animals around here, they you know, they'll jump off a fence or jump off a little ledge or something, you see, and they'll hit the little nugget. You thinking they dead now, they just knocked the fuck out. But what I'm saying to you is, it just, that action, it just don't, it's just not for a squirrel. It's for everything. It's for everything. You see, it's for everything. So in order to get to that point, in that frame of time, that was time. It was a time frame. It was a measure. It was a measure from where I came from to that squirrel. You see, what if I would have waited 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, before I walked in that direction to meet the dead body? What if I would have came from another direction and the time frame would have been off? I don't think that would exist. There would be no existence there. That's what I think. There would be no existence there. You see, the reason why I come up with that in my environment is because there's hawks around and they love squirrels. You see? You see? So it wouldn't have been there. You see? But something was special about that squirrel. You see? Who died and manifested into that squirrel? Why was it loved like that? Why was it loved like that? That it got up. You see? You see? From my thought of it being dead. You see? How did that happen? You see? These are the things that I be talking about. You see? But if you listening to me and you putting everything on the experience with the squirrel, you're not hearing what I'm talking about. You see, I'm talking about that's just an example of the senses that you have inside of you. You see, if you allow you to work, you see, if you allow yourself to be attracted, you know what I'm saying, by that big power out there, and stop using all these scientific and all these other type of things, you know what I'm saying, making it phony, making it twins, making it this. No. Concentrate on what you knew existed since the day you was born, and what you felt from it from that particular time. Fuck what people saying. You see, fuck what people. I don't give a fuck if the evilest motherfucker in the world created that motherfucker and it was up there, is doing something to my body and is helping me. You see, don't worry about all these other type of shit that's going on out here. You see, you stay within. You stay within what you knew since 1967, and you grow from those things. You see, you grow from those things. Those are your treats. I don't give a damn if it was bad, if it started off bad, however it may be. Coming to yourself, understand what the bad is. You see what I'm saying? Now you gotta hustle for the good, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to hustle for the good. You see? You see, make it even with the bad. You see, make it even with the bad so you can become invisible. You see, you become invisible. Everybody else be doing your shit. You see? Shit. You see? Because you way over here in a whole nother dimension, creating another kingdom. You see? This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Hell, you might come back as a little squirrel and then find yourself, you know what I'm saying, in a human form, touching your ass, getting you back up. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, you can heal anybody. You can touch them. You know what I'm saying? You can just hug on them. You can shake them. Well, don't hug nobody nowadays. You know, you got way too many things in everybody. You see everybody walking around with all type of things all on their shoulders, in their head, in their eyebrows, all on their neck, clothing and shit. You see what I'm saying? And they don't even know it. You know, they be taking pretty ass pictures and all this other type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Dancing around with fungus. You know what I'm saying? That's alive that look like little baby puppets and shit. You know, all on their bodies. You see what I'm saying? I mean, y'all think I'm bullshitting, nigga. These motherfuckers talk to you. They sound like your auntie. They sound like somebody down the street. You know what I'm saying? They sound, listen, look, they parrot you. You see what I'm saying? They parrot you. You don't know that type shit, though. Nah, you don't know. You don't know that type shit. Because, see, you don't have no love out here. See, you don't have no love out here. See, listen, you got to demand your love to everything that you know this living did not create. You see, demand the love from it. Let it know you exist just like it exists. You see, nature help each other. They help each other. You see, they help each other. They connected. You see, they connected. You see, and that connection is beyond this world. You see, it's beyond this world. You see, y'all keep on. It's like y'all don't want to understand that y'all inside. You see, y'all inside. You know, you're already inside. Now you have to be taught to go inside of that. You see, so that can go inside of the shit of the unseen, basically, to its eyes. Because you can't go that far. Shit, you're gonna have to train that inner self to go to the deep, nigga. You see? That's how it is. Well, one gets to go. Yeah.